Have you ever stopped to wonder what your cat really sees when they look at you? Not just with their eyes, but how they interpret who or what you are. You might think your cat sees a human just like you see them as a cat. But their world isn't that simple. In fact, according to science, your cat may not even realize you're a different species. And understanding what they do see might completely change the way you view your bond with them. Let's begin with how cats actually see in a physical sense. Their vision is quite different from ours. They're great at seeing in low light and are incredibly sensitive to movement, but when it comes to color and detail, they fall short. Humans can detect a wide spectrum of colors thanks to our trichromatic vision, which includes red, green, and blue. Cats, however, see the world more like someone with red-green color blindness. Their surroundings appear in muted shades of blue and gray-green. When your cat looks at your face, they're not picking out familiar features the way a dog might. Instead, cats identify their humans using smell, the tone of your voice, and daily routines. That's why they can walk right by a photo of you without a flicker of recognition, but come mealtime, they know exactly who you are. In your cat's mind, what matters is how you behave, not how you look. To them, identity is built through interactions, not physical characteristics. Cats don't analyze your height, your stride, or your voice to decide if you're human or feline. They focus on how you move through their world, how you interact, respond, and behave. And if that sounds a little odd, you're not wrong. It's just the beginning of how differently they perceive us. To really understand how your cat sees you, you have to look at how cats relate to each other. Unlike dogs, which naturally form packs with clear leaders, cats are more independent. That doesn't mean they're unfriendly. It just means they form connections in their own way. When your cat rubs against your leg, follows you around the house, or curls up on your lap, they're doing what they do with another cat they trust. In feline society, there's no strict hierarchy. Cats don't follow leaders. Instead, they create flexible social bonds based on comfort, familiarity, and routine. So, if your cat brings you a random item, interrupts your work by sitting on your keyboard, or insists on rubbing their head against yours, they're not misbehaving. They're showing affection in the only way they know how. These are gestures they would reserve for another cat in their trusted circle. Head bumps, slow blinking, tail wrapping, these are all signs of closeness. When your cat does these things to you, they're not treating you like a pet owner. They're treating you like one of their own. Some behaviorists even believe cats see us as fellow cats, not necessarily identical, but not entirely different either. They don't create hard boundaries between species. You're part of their group. You live with them, meet their needs, and interact in familiar ways. From their point of view, you're just a weird-looking cat that they happen to love. This brings up the big question. Do cats know we're not cats? Or are they just choosing not to care? While it's likely that they notice the obvious differences, like how we walk on two legs, have no fur, and use strange vocal sounds, they don't seem to sort the world into categories like cat or human the way we do. Instead, they judge by behavior. Do you respond to their signals? Do you respect their space? Are you predictable and safe? If yes, then you're good company, regardless of your species. It's that simple. What's even more revealing is how your cat communicates with you. When a cat needs your lap, it's the same motion they used as kittens to stimulate milk flow from their mother. When they lick your hand or groom your hair, that's mutual grooming, a social behavior reserved for close relationships. And then there's the meow. Adult cats rarely meow at each other. Meowing is something they do almost exclusively for humans. It's like they've created a special way to speak with us, an entirely separate language. So, if your cat treats you like a cat, communicates in feline ways, and shares affection using their social rituals, what does that mean? The answer might surprise you. Many feline experts believe your cat sees you not just as a fellow cat, but as a parental figure, more specifically, a mother. Think about how they act. They follow you, meow for your attention, knead your body with their paws. All things kittens do with their mothers.
Why?
Because you provide them with food, security, comfort, and affection. That's not just a friendship. That's a bond built on dependency and trust. It's emotional. It's personal. And in many ways, it's maternal. Even in adulthood, when cats form strong emotional attachments, They often hold on to kitten-like behaviors. They simply transfer those behaviors from their actual mother to you. So when they purr while lying on your chest, rub their face on yours, or bring you a gift, they're not doing it to show loyalty or submission. They're showing love, the way a kitten would. To your cat, you're not a master or a roommate. You're a caregiver, a protector, family. That's why they come running when you call. That's why they get jealous when you focus on something else. That's why they want to sleep next to you and follow you from room to room. You're not just someone in their life, you're the most important part of it. So the next time your cat presses their paws into your lap or curls up on your pillow, remember this. They don't see a human. They see someone who raised them, someone they trust deeply, someone who, in their eyes, is family. But this leads to one more question. If they view you as family, what do they actually remember about your relationship? Do they remember the first day you brought them home? The times you were gone for days? The moments when you were upset? Cats may seem aloof, but their emotional memory might go deeper than we think. If you've ever wondered just how much your cat actually remembers about you, your habits, your voice, even your emotions, there's more to discover. Tap the next video and find out what really stays with them for life.